So there's been this meme that's been resurfacing on my feed, and it's this image of Tails sitting innocently on a bench. And honestly, looking at it, it's pretty confusing, honestly, because why would people consider this a meme if it's just if it's just a picture of Tails sitting on a bench? So I decided to do some digging, and it turns out it's from a comic called Two Babies, One Fox. And judging by the title, it's what it's supposed to be. A two girls, one cup style comic. Ugh. So I ended up finding the comic after doing some digging, and it's it's pretty gnarly. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what happens in the comic. Now, obviously, I can't go into too much detail because YouTube will slap me in the face. Now, I will show some images from the comic, but I can't show the entire comic because obviously you probably know what happens in that comic. But for those who don't, I'll be breaking it down, but I'm going to try my best to censor as much details as possible. So, and I will be reviewing the comic, and yeah. The comic begins with Tails sitting on a bench, hence the meme, is seen looking over at Cream and another baby, which I think might be an OC because I've never seen this character before, just innocently building a sandcastle. Tails then thinks to himself and says, "I wish I could play with them," which is definitely something that's not really creepy at all. And then for some reason he grabs on his male area. Tails eventually awkwardly approaches Cream and the bunny and asks if they have a little taste for something, which definitely doesn't sound concerning. Cream accepts and asks if her friend Uni, which apparently is the name of the baby bunny, can have it as well too. Why? Tails then takes the two away from the park into a privated area in the forest. What he does next? Trigger warning for CP, people. Tails then asks the two to undress and let him do whatever he wants with them. What the f***? Like, even Cream is hesitant to do it, and the baby is just so confused that the baby doesn't even know what's gonna happen to them. Tails eventually blindfolds both of them, and promising that they'll get candy, but it actually isn't candy. It's his third tail. If you know, you know. At this point, I can no longer explain what happens in this comic anymore because the entire page, like the entire rest of the pages are now just full of... It's just the video of Two Girls, One Cup at this point. Fast forwarding to the hellhole, because honestly, I do not need to explain it any further at this point. Tails eventually takes the two back to the park, where the baby calls out for its mother, and instead of the mother questioning why her child is with a literal stranger, she just doesn't question it. Actually, no, the mother actually does in fact question it because she asks Tails if he's too old to play with babies, and Tails' facial expression is the definition of what happens if a predator is caught. But Cream stupidly defends him by saying that they had lots of fun, and the mother says, "Good, I may need a babysitter sometime," which I hope she doesn't hire Tails because Lord knows what he'll do to them again. And the comic ends with Tails walking Cream home, implying that the same thing will happen all over again. What the f did I just read? I feel so physically ill after that. I can never look at food the same way ever again. Ugh. No. What is this comic? This is one of the most disturbing comics from the Sonic fandom that I have ever read. It's literally depictions of acts from a literal predator who's... Ugh. Oh my god. Who's literally introducing literal children to forms of... But, like, introducing them to that at such a young age is so... They're children! What the Tails?
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Now, I went into research on the people that made this monstrosity, Unistar and Launny. The first being Unistar. I was able to track down Unistar's Ink Bunny account, but unfortunately she had privated her account for maybe because people had called her out on this comic. However, her gallery was still open, and looking at it, it's more disturbing stuff of diapers and eating crap. I also found out that they made other comics that's related to Two Babies, One Fox, which is absolutely disgusting, and I have no interest in reading those comics either for my own sanity. I also noticed that her profile picture is the exact same baby bunny that was used in the comic that Tails... To this day, Unistar still posts on her site to this day. Now for Launny, the person that illustrated this comic. Now, Launny's profile is public on Ink Bunny, and you could literally go up there and see it for yourself. However, when I clicked on her profile, apparently there is a sequel called 3 Bunnies and 1 Fox. Okay, it seems like we're already starting off a sequel now, aren't we? Is this gonna turn into a freaking saga at this point? Because I'm already crazy at this point now. I'm already going crazy. Now, a lot of people had called Launny out for being a which is honestly now a valid claim, I guess, because judging by her art, it's literally just filled with drawings of CP. I also went into research on how old Cream and Tails were, and according to some sources, Cream is 6 and Tails is 8. At this point, they're just Tails at this point, because they literally just turned an 8-year-old fox into a literal predator. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with these people that made this comic? This comic is truly disgusting, honestly. And I can see why this comic traumatized the entire Sonic fandom. Cause they can never look at Tails the same way again, and neither can I. They turned a cute little fox to... I've said it multiple times, I'm not going to say it again. An open message to the people that made this comic, honestly, you all. Like, what is wrong with you all? Like, I have no words at this point. So, at this point, I'm just going to end the video off here on this note, because my sanity is just insane right now, because what is this? I also humbly advise all of you to not read this comic, because honestly, this comic is just disgusting, and it's just them sending children to unspeakable acts that should not be shown to a literal child at all. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you guys have anything else, hopefully a lighthearted video, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, y'all.